we've woken up and our councils haven't. They're completely brainwashed. The councils have to take this training and then pass it on to the people. We're like cattle. It's almost like infiltrating the councils with the green agenda. These are businessmen, billionaires who have organised this. They've decided to create climate emergencies under the basis of what? No science, no evidence of any sort.
So can you talk about how the councils themselves are complicit with all of this, with what they are rolling out and the permissions that they are being forced to give by the government? Can you talk about the knock-on effect? We've talked about the UN, then the government then rolls it out further, and then the councils, their involvement.
Well, this was always Agenda 21 and 2030. Agenda 21 was really brought into being at the Earth Summit in 1992, and it was always going to be brought from global to local, and almost brought back again to global, because once you've captured the local, and it was brought into every town council in the UK under something called ICLEI, which is the International Committee for Environmental and Local Initiatives. And do look that up. That was created at the Earth Summit to bring the agenda from the global arena into the local arena, so that actually it would be it's almost like infiltrating the councils with the green agenda. And this was always how it was going to be. And I would always ask people to read Rosa Corey's book, Behind the Green Mask. She explains this so beautifully. It really is about how the local councils were infiltrated and how they're doing this now. They've decided to create climate emergencies, to just declare them with no recourse. It's just, we are declaring, and you will find that every town council in England has declared a climate emergency under the basis of what? No science, no evidence of any sort, which is why we're challenging the councils now. And well done for you for challenging Colchester.
Yes, they've confirmed it. They haven't given the councillors any information at all. They've just said, oh, the IPCC says, and that they haven't declared it. So yeah, we've got it in writing. They haven't. Yeah,
the IPCC, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, was again created at the Earth Summit by Maurice Strong and all the global billionaires that created the Earth Summit. They were oil billionaires. They'd already invested in carbon credit banks before they even started the Earth Summit. It's their way of corporatizing the entire planet. That's what they decided to do. These are businessmen, billionaires who have organised this. And I can't stress enough how this was a plan from the get-go to make more billionaires richer and to corporatise the entire planet and to capture it, so that we literally are, we're like cattle, and they corporatise and monetise the whole of nature, the whole of the resources of our planet. This is how they were going to do it. And so they brought it to the local areas, and now what we're dealing with now is the fallout of all that, because we've woken up and our councils haven't. They're completely brainwashed. They brought in the climate, as we know, the climate literacy training to further embed this ideology within our councils. And the climate literacy training, as you know, and thank goodness for your work on that with David, is that it's a psychological brainwashing operation. Actually, it's awful the way that they use it to infiltrate the councils, and then the councils have to take this training. And then
what I would say is that all councillors, thanks to the work that this administration has done over the last year, will have the opportunity to do Climate Action Now training, and I would encourage all members to take up that opportunity when it's available. Those that can't make the training, there will be other opportunities to do it later in the year. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Training, and then pass it on to the people of the town or the city or wherever it's being rolled out.
If you're wondering what she's referring to, we had a behavioural psychologist go through the carbon literacy training that's being rolled out to councillors, and he confirmed how manipulative it was. We covered that in our video, Vexing CO2. It's the second speech that Karina gave, if you'd like to learn more details.
The thing is that our council, I've only been looking at my Somerset County Council at the moment and North Somerset, and There's no food security provision at all in any of their documents. They've put out something called our corporate plan. Our corporate plan. Now there you go.
Clues in the name.
Yeah. I looked at their website, and here's our corporate plan, and it's all about renewables, it's about housing, it's about wind farms, it's about photovoltaics, it's about walking and cycling, and children going to learn about sustainability, grown-ups learning sustainability. It has got absolutely nothing. All these budgets are going to all these different things, nothing about food security.